Welcome to SmashingBloke. Here at SmashingBloke, we're in love with cryptocurrency and all of that good stuff. Let's talk about the Lightning Network, an off-chain scaling solution for Bitcoin and Litecoin. So why Lightning Network? Well, during the bull run of 2017, late 2017, early 2018, those of us involved in this space found it challenging to buy BTC due to slow transaction speeds and very high transaction costs. Bitcoin is an emerging store of value which has changed the financial space with its immutability of data, the ability for peer-to-peer transactions without a trusted third party, and so on and so forth. But we must admit it does have a scalability issue. The best way to put this into context is to use the always used Visa example. Visa can handle up to 24,000 transactions each second. Bitcoin can only handle 7. If Bitcoin is to compete with all the current services in the centralized world, scalability has to be addressed, even if this means applying a second layer solution. So how the Lightning Network? Well, the Lightning Network is one of the first implementations of a multi-party smart contract using Bitcoin's built-in scripting language. A layer 2 solution, the Lightning Network scales blockchains and enables trustless instant payments by keeping most transactions off-chain. It also leverages the security of the underlying blockchain. It uses payment channels, which allows two parties to commit funds and pay each other by updating the balance redeemable to each party in the channel. This process is instant, and users do not have to wait for block confirmations before they can complete payments for goods and services. Payment channels allow multiple transactions to be aggregated into just a few on-chain transactions. In the vast majority of cases, someone only needs to broadcast the first and last transactions in the channel. The funding transaction creates the channel. During this stage, funds are sent to a multi-sig account, in this instance, controlled by Alice and Bob. This channel can be funded as a single payer channel with just Alice adding funds, or both Alice and Bob can add funds. The closing transaction closes the channel. When broadcast, the multi-sig address spends the funds back to Alice and Bob based on what they have agreed as transactions and the balance. In order to spend funds in the channel, both parties must agree what the balance is. The current balance is stored as the most recent transaction signed by both parties, spending from the channel address. To make a payment, both parties sign a new exit transaction spending for the channel address. All old ones are invalidated by doing so. Lightning Network payments are instant, and the user is able to open as many simultaneous channels as they can fund. So who's working on this? Let's take a look. Well, the primary development team on the Lightning Network is Lightning Labs, but there are also implementations from Asina and Blockstream. So when we see all this good stuff, well, it's worth mentioning that although making amazing strides, the Lightning Network is still in beta. At time of filming, the Lightning Network has 4,100 nodes with 35,500 active channels and a network capacity of $4.3 million. So the SmashingBloke think about the Lightning Network? Well, I think as a second layer solution for the Bitcoin and Litecoin networks, it is showing some amazing promise. I think it does have some challenges whereby using the network is sometimes you do need to have a level of technical understanding, but I think this might be overcome as the usability of applications and platforms in the market is increased and made better. SmashingBloke out. If you like what SmashingBloke does, please give us some likes and subscribe. SmashingBloke, peace.